Goaltender of the Montreal Canadiens.
Thank you. Thank you. With the 6th pick, the Tampa Bay Lightning select from the Prince George Cougars of the Western Canadian Hockey League, Brett Connolly.
Wow. And that Charlie Hodge is our Western scout. That's why he was standing just off to the left of Steve Yzerman. This one's either a home run, actually this one's either a grand slam or a ground out. You don't know because of the injury situation. If this kid's as good as he showed 2 years ago where he scored 30 goals, he is going to be a special offensive player.
And their head scout, Jim Hammond, is from British Columbia, and so too is Brett Connolly. And we talked about it, only 16 regular season games over the course of this year because of problems that started back at the Ivan Holinka Under-18 tournament in August. Did not play particularly well at the Under-18 tournament, the World Championships in April, although the guys with Hockey Canada believe that was more a conditioning issue than it was an injury issue. Brett Connolly maintains that he's healthy, and we'll find out.
Well, here's the issue with Connolly. He comes into this draft now as having one of the thinnest resumes of any top 10 pick in the history of the draft. Gord Kluzak had played 38 games when he was drafted first overall by the Bruins in '82. Rocky Trottier, Drake Berehowski, Andre Kostitsin had all played a limited number of games, and based on that, this is an enormous gamble. But one Western Hockey League general manager told me that without question, Brett Connolly is the most talented offensive player in their league. Not the most talented draft-eligible player, the most talented offensive player in their league.
And in addition to the question about his hip condition, as he shakes hands, you'll notice his right hand. When he was 5 years old, he had his right hand absolutely crushed, and I mean literally crushed, in a metal gate at an athletic field. He had to have plates and pins put in it. When you shake hands with Brett Connolly, there's not a lot of structure to the hand. He's got a huge scar on it. There were a lot of teams that were actually concerned about that, wondering, might he get arthritis earlier in his hand? It's in the control hand he's a right-hand shot, so it's the lower hand. But listen, he scored 30 goals as a 16-year-old in the Western Hockey League, the first guy to do that since Patrick Marleau. So it's a proud moment for Brett Connolly, and I'll tell you what, they're celebrating coast to coast. His dad, Pat Connolly, and his mom, they're native Newfoundlanders who came across the country looking for work in British Columbia. And so there's all sorts of people back on the island who are absolutely thrilled with this pick. Lots of friends and family back there, and of course they now make their home in Prince George, so this is a coast-to-coast celebration for Brett Connolly and his family.
Guy Boucher likes to coach up-tempo hockey. Brett Connolly's an up-tempo player. He's going to fit in with LeCavier, St. Louis, Stamkos. This is nice if it all works out health-wise for Brett Connolly.
But there are a lot of teams that were scared off. There were a lot of teams that weren't going to draft this guy because they do fear that the hip condition might be more prolonged than that. By his way, his brother Josh was drafted in the 3rd round by the Kamloops Blazers in the Bantam draft.
All right, and he is standing by, along with Steve Yzerman, with our James Duthie.
All right, thanks very much, guys. We'll let Brett get situated here. I could sense how frustrated you were in the weeks leading up about all the injury questions. The guys were just talking about it. Did you start to fear that you would drop, that all this talk would materialize into something? And how relieved were you when you heard your name called?
Yeah, you always wonder how far you're going to drop. And, I mean, I was fortunate to get picked by the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I'm ecstatic, and I can't wait.
Tell people what you know, that you're healthy.
Well, I've been cleared by 3 doctors, and I I know better than anyone else, and I'm healthy, and I'm ready to play, and I can't wait to get going. I can't wait to get at training camp.
Steve, was it a concern? Obviously not enough to make you not pick Brett Connolly. Was the 16 games last year a factor?
Well, I think it was a factor that he was available with the 6th pick, because if he would have been healthy all year, based on everything I know, there's no way he would have been available at the 6th pick. So I know the type of injury that he's had, and it's a frustrating thing but by no means do I think it's anything that's going to be a problem in the future. It's just, you know, it's a muscular thing that will be corrected, and is corrected, and he's healthy, and you know, it wasn't a concern for us.
First rookie in the W a couple of years ago to score 30 goals since Patrick Marleau. Pretty darn good company. You're looking forward to perhaps playing with Steven Stamkos within a year or two?
Yeah, that'd be a treat, and I'm going to work my hardest to crack the roster, and like I said, I can't wait to get to training camp, and I can't wait to get going here.
Steve, this is one of the first steps in a big job for you. What about your 2 stars? guys, Marty St. Louis and Vincent Lecavalier, how do they fit into your plans right now?
Well, they're veteran guys that have won and are great examples. They're the leaders on our team. Guy Boucher, our new coach, will really lean on them right off the bat to guide our, not only Steve and eventually Brett on the team. We want to be good. It's going to take some time to get to where we really want to be. But it's important to have quality character veteran guys to set the example and be good role models and be good leaders on the team. So we're fortunate to have guys like that to set an example for Steven Stamkos and Brett as well.
You're working on an extension for St. Louis?
I've got a lot on my plate right now, and I've had the opportunity to have some discussions with Marty's agent a little bit. So.
Thanks. Steve Yzerman, his first pick as general manager of the National Hockey League, and it is Brett Connolly. Congratulations, Brett.
Thank you.
All right, so we're through the top